You know, I was just talking to somebody on the phone the other day, yesterday actually, about oil leaks from their machine. They have a Flex also. And sure enough, this thing started leaving little drops on the approach. It's marking its territory. So, let's get the lids off. Let's open up our oil compartment and inspect. So once our lids are off, we're in the transport, the upright position. I like to do it like this, but you may not have the space in a workshop to bring it back. You may have to like do it out on the lane somewhere. You can do this in the operating position. It's just a little more awkward. First things first, I know it's zip tied together. Don't give me too much grief. We have to move our oil dispensing tip out of the way here, and then we're going to remove. Boy, I made that too tight. That's a thumb screw, but you may need some pliers. I'm going to take a brief intermission here. I forgot to lay down a towel to catch any drips. That's a little better. One of the things to check, as always, are these quick connect fittings, these unions. Sometimes those O-rings in there start going bad, and the oil will seep out of your unions. These ones look okay. I may or may not need two hands for this, but we need to gently lift up on our oil compartment here. Hold on. I had to reposition here. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need two hands. But we're just going to take it out and set it upright on the towel right next to us. So sometimes leaks are hard to track down exactly where they're coming from. We do know that it's conditioner, right? We've got some shiny in here. But with the machine upright like this, anything that seeps down is going to find a little hole to fall out through. It's going to get trapped between your metal frame wall and your rear plastic cover. And then when you go to set the machine down, it all runs down that wall and dribbles onto the approach. What we recently did is we replaced our jugs, our white plastic threaded caps, and we put new O-rings on the ends of the bottles. And that's pretty much, you want to, I think, every 6 months, right? If you buy a tune-up kit, you get 2 new bottles, new threaded cap, and 8 O-rings. So you put 4 O-rings on, you put new jugs in, and then 6 months you change the O-rings out. So it's been 6 months, we changed the O-rings out. But if you look in there, we still have some seepage. That could be from somebody just picking the bottle up real quick. I like to pick it up, let it hang there for a few seconds, and then remove it from the machine. It's possible to fling oil out and drips if you just pick it up and slosh it around all willy-nilly. Let's go ahead and take these 2 screws off, and we'll pull this motor cover off. Let's see what we can see in here. Please come off. Please. Well, so we have definitely some seepage here. Pulse suppression tubing. I wonder if it's just time for some new pulse suppression tubing. A little bit back here. Yeah, a little bit right here. But that could be just this dripping onto that. You know, we don't know. What we should do is Oh, we got a little drip right there too. Can you see it? Yeah. Oh, there you go. Smoking gun. Oil pump. I don't have any gland seals or anything for this guy. Dang it. Well, look at that. I did. I happen to have one. Gland seal. There are more parts required though. This is just one of many parts in this oil pump. Unsure if just changing out the gland seal is going to solve our oil leak. These are the part numbers for the various O-rings, seals, and the gland seal. What I'm going to do, I'm going to order 2 of each. We're going to do both of our pumps. So we may have to put this on pause for a little bit until parts come in. I'd rather take this apart once and do it right and be done with it rather than, rather than just putting one of many O-rings and seals in there and hoping that that's the leaky one. Nevertheless, while we're in here, this clip looks like it needs to be secured a little tighter. It is a little wobbly. It looks like we do have some stuff seeping out of there, so we can at least take care of that. That's going to be a known issue. Some of this other stuff might just be oil kind of splattering around. Cross-contamination, if you will. So we've got her shifted back up into position. If you look real close, you could see that it was starting to slide off of the barb. So let's see if we can get some pliers in here and give it a few more ratchet clicks here. There you go. Good. Let's check the rest of them. These plastic clips are kind of prone to breaking. It may be a wise decision to upgrade to some metal hose clamps. The rest of these look good, but that one was definitely a little bit loose. I'm gonna wipe everything down, and because we got a little bit of crusties up here, but we'll wipe everything down. We'll turn the oil pump on and run it. That's looking a lot better. What we're gonna do, let's go to the touch screen here. We're gonna go main menu, more menus, input output test, forward to the next screen. We're gonna check oil valve, and then at the bottom here we can hit oil pump off, and that will turn it on. And she's just gonna run. And we will observe for about 15 minutes and see if we have any new leaks show up. It's been about 5 minutes, but I think that this was our main issue, right? The pulse suppression tubing, the hose clamp was loose, and the tubing was starting to slide off the barb. This, I think, is a secondary issue. This is not our primary offender right here. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna order all of our seals and stuff. We're gonna do both of these oil pumps, but we may want to just go ahead and add pulse suppression tubing to that order and just cover all of our bases, because nobody likes a leaky lane machine. I think the other thing I'd like to do is shorten our pressure regulator tubing. We're just going to take this loop out and measure the length. Whatever that length is, we're going to cut it in half. That should lower our pump pressure. Our system pressure should go down, and that may take some strain off of our fittings. The length of this tubing measured out at 26 inches. So we can cut that into, what, 13 Or you can do it the easy way and fold your tubing in half, stretch it out, and cut it in the middle. So she's cut in half. So what we'll do is we'll take these two 13-inch sections and we'll just put that back in there. We'll take that whole extra loop on the B tank. We won't even mess with it. We'll just take it out and replace it with two 13-inch sections here. So now we have 13-inch pressure regulator tubing loops. Wow, say that 3 times fast. We're gonna turn it on and run it again. Our pressure before was around 43-ish. Let's see what it comes down to now. Nice. Around 25. That's pretty good. Pretty good considering it's like 65 degrees back here. And when the oil gets cold, the viscosity increases. More resistance through the tubing. The oil gets thicker, right? So your pressure goes up. You don't want your pressure to be too high. I worry sometimes about like rupturing a line somewhere, right? Especially if maybe you're using terrain, which is a higher viscosity lane conditioner. Your pressures might spike, and that would not be good. I think that's gonna do it for today's Lane Machine Adventures. She's looking pretty good. I mean, there's still more work to be done, right? We did see drips off of that oil pump. But for now, we're in the green zone. We're good. Yeah, and when those parts get in, maybe we can make a whole video about changing all the seals and stuff out in one of these pumps. That might be interesting, huh?